So you're thinking about moving to the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, but you want to explore the surrounding suburbs. Well, today in this video, I am going to talk about Bixby, Oklahoma. I'm going to tell you 5 things that you should know before moving to Bixby, and then I'm going to tell you some really great, awesome things about Bixby. Now, if this is the first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Tulsa, Oklahoma or the surrounding suburbs, then subscribe. Tap that little bell notification so you can be the first to know what's going on in our Tulsa area market. I'm Sabrina Shaw with eXp Realty, and my team and I get calls every single day from people just like you who are looking to make that just need help making that move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And let me tell you, we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, let's hop on a Zoom call. And we would love to help you make that seamless move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Things that you should know about Bixby. Number one, the things that are not, that are not so great that you're not just gonna see publicized. Bixby traffic can be kind of a lot compared to other areas in Tulsa. So Bixby is south of Tulsa, and you basically have 2 ways to get into Tulsa. And that can either be on Memorial Drive or it can be going to 75. Like, those are the 2 most common ways. Now, if you're on Memorial needs widened. Like, it's 4 lanes, but it's just, that's where a lot of, your commercial area is, and it's just, it's a lot of traffic. If you were there during rush hour, it's going to take a while to get through. And it's the number 1 complaint, that people traveling in the Bixby area hear. Now, let me give a caveat. I was showing some clients from California houses, and they were following me, and I called them and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I took you guys through a high traffic area. And they just laughed. Like, to them, it was not traffic at all. And I've had my some clients from Dallas say similar things. So just all in perspective. But compared to a lot of the area, Memorial is constantly kind of a traffic jam that you have to deal with. Now, the other thing is, really getting into Tulsa, you're also, so you're either going to go through Memorial or you're going to go through 75. So there's just a little bit of a commute. They really need, and Bixby's working on this, but it just needs another access across the river, because you're along the Arkansas River. So you have to get, across the river. So it just needs like 1 more access. So, if you're going to be moving to Bixby, Oklahoma, just know that the traffic is not the best comparatively. Okay, also home values. So, and this could be a good thing or this could be a bad thing, but home values in Bixby, the median home price is high. It's 70% higher than, the average of Oklahoma. And it's the highest median home value in the Tulsa metro area. So if you're moving to Bixby, you're going to be paying a little bit more. But with that being said, we still live in Oklahoma, so even our highest price city is still 3.5% lower. The cost of living is 3.5% lower than the national average. Okay, another thing that you should know is sales tax. And this is Oklahoma as a whole, but of course you're going to experience in Bixby. But Bixby sales tax is 8.917%, and they tax groceries. So, not the best thing. Flooding. Okay, so Bixby does have a moderate flood risk. There are several floodplains in Bixby. If someone's looking in Bixby, one of the things, which I'm always going to do this on any house I show, but I'm going to check, is that property in a flood zone? Is that property in a floodplain? So that is something to consider. In 2019, when we had the huge rains and the big floodings, the city of Bixby, evacuated 19 subdivisions. So that is something to think about when you are considering moving to Bixby. And humidity. Again, this is an Oklahoma thing, but our humidity is high. And it doesn't really, I feel it, but some people it really affects. I guess my hair doesn't get crazy, like when you go out and it's super humidity. But some of my friends are like, I straighten my hair and then I go out and it's curly. So, you know, our humidity is kind of high. Okay, so our relative humidity is 46.8, which is and 64%. Like, that's an average. So, you know, it's going to be higher in the mornings and, you know, not as much in the afternoons. And humidity is just, you know, the moisture in the air. So some people can be, you know, they're in super hot places, but because it's not humid, they don't feel as hot. So in Oklahoma, you know, it feels hotter because there's more moisture in the air. So it makes you, so you're, you know, feeling sweaty. And speaking of weather, let's talk about tornadoes. Like I said before, if you've watched any of the other videos, you know tornadoes are definitely something to consider in Oklahoma. And when I was researching data specifically on Bixby, it said, you know, you average 3 tornadoes a year. And since 1950, there have been 250 tornadoes. But when I was looking through the data, and if you ever, like, if that is a big concern of yours, like if you want to explore, I can show you. And, you know, they were like on a scale as like 0, 1, 2, like not very, you know, not very catastrophic tornadoes. Those don't happen as much here in our area as they do in more of like the, you know, Oklahoma City Moore area. They experience more of the severe tornadoes. We get them, but they might be, you know, pretty mild. When I was looking at, you know, injuries and deaths, due to that, they were like super low. And the, you know, the one good thing about a tornado, there's nothing good about them, but you usually have warning. Like 99% of the time, you have warning. You can get a safe room, you know, you can have a safe room built, you can buy a house with a safe room, you know, and everyone can get in their safe room, or you can take cover. You know, you don't want to be out on the streets when you know that there's a tornado warning. But those are the things that you should know before moving to Bixby. Now, let's talk about the things that I love about Bixby, Oklahoma. Okay, so now what's great about Bixby, Oklahoma? First, let's start out with their schools. Bixby has A-rated schools. Your superintendent there, Rob Miller, is absolutely an amazing human. He has a heart for kids. He leads, you know, the staff, the administration, the teachers there, and those, you know, those teachers and administration and everybody, you know, love their students and have a heart for kids. So that school district is, you know, very top rated and tons of community support there. Niche.com has it, you know, in the upper level for athletes, you know, living in Oklahoma, and, you know, one of the top districts in Oklahoma, period. So super great district. Another great thing about living in Bixby is that small town feel. And so, you know, you are just minutes from Tulsa. You go down Memorial and you actually, you're still in Bixby School District when you get to the main shopping, but you're in Tulsa. But you got access to Starbucks, Lifetime Fitness, Panera Bread, Dutch Brothers Coffee, Costco, Target, Neighborhood Walmart, Walgreens, Panda Express, Sklotsky's, Hideaway Pizza. You got a movie theater, and then just super easy access to the Turnpike. So you literally don't have to go far to have great shopping and, you know, to have great food. And let me tell you this, for great food, and this isn't in that part of Tulsa, this is in the heart of Bixby. Remember I said you have like the big city, you've got the big city feeling, then you've got the small city feeling, the small town feel. And so Bixby's downtown is so charming. It's been revitalized and there's been a lot of businesses move in, but Scott's Burgers has been there forever. I highly recommend, if you are taking a trip into Tulsa, whether you're going to move into Bixby or not, like make a trip and go to Scott's and have their burgers. Amazing, hands down, so good. The best, one of the best. I can name a few other burger joints, but like Scott's, you've got to check it off. It should be on your must-eat list. Okay, so speaking of revitalization and the small town feel, they revitalized Harmony Bridge, and Harmony Bridge is actually Oklahoma's only linear park. And it's the bridge that crosses the Arkansas River and runs along Memorial. And so they've revitalized it and it is now a park. So a linear park is when it is longer than it is wide. So I actually had to look that up when I was, because I love Harmony Bridge, and it's just a super great place to walk. You're right by Washington Irving Memorial Park, and it's just, it's a great place. They have, Harmony Bridge has these hearts on there, and so, there's a lot of bridges across the world where they have the hearts, and you put on your love locks to like solidify your love, or whatever. They have instruments, they have just, some little things for the kids to do. So it's a super great, area, to walk and enjoy. And right by that is Washington Irving Park, which every summer has the Barbecue Blues Festival, which is so fantastic. If you think that you can cook great barbecue, sign up to be in the competition, take your family out, listen to the music, enjoy the food trucks, go sample some barbecue. It's a super great time. Bixby has a lot of little things like that. They have the Bixby Corn Festival, which is closer to the downtown area. And that is, you're gonna have, corn on the cob, you're going to have contests for the kids, carnival rides, carnival games, food trucks, things to do. It's a lot of fun. People love the Bixby Corn Festival. And also there is, the Winter Wonderland and Christmas Parade that happens every year. You can get your picture taken with Santa Claus. You can enjoy the downtown Winter Wonderland, watch the Christmas Parade. It's just, that super great small town feel. Another great thing about Bixby that I also said was a con is just those medium home values. So you do have the highest median home values in Oklahoma. So when you're buying, okay, that stinks a little bit, but you're a property owner there, that's pretty good. Bixby is also one of the fastest growing towns. In 2000, from 2000 till now, it's gone up, over 100% population increase. So they're at 28,000. So, you're not too small and you're not too big, but you are surrounded, you're just so close to Tulsa. You're 30 minutes from the Tulsa International Airport, 23 minutes from downtown Tulsa. So even though you do have a little bit more traffic than some other areas, it's still, pretty easy to get to where, to get anywhere you want to go. So if you are thinking about moving to the Tulsa area, specifically Bixby, Oklahoma, or you want to check out some other suburbs in the area, then reach out to me. My team and I would love to help you make that seamless move to Tulsa, Oklahoma, or the surrounding areas. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, hop on a Zoom call, and we would love to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Tap that little bell notification so you can be the first to know what is going on in our Tulsa area market.